Welcome to Elite Pharma Notes. I hope you are maintaining a separate notes for my videos. Today our topic is carbohydrates, which is one of the important chapters in biochemistry. Carbohydrates are defined as polyhydroxyaldehydes or ketones, and they are classified into majorly three types based on the number of saccharides: monosaccharides, oligosaccharides, and polysaccharides. As the name itself indication that monosaccharides means it contains only single saccharide, and based on the chemistry they are divided again into aldose and ketoses. And oligosaccharides, it contains 2 to 10 monosaccharides, and they are divided into disaccharides and trisaccharides, and remaining are not important, that's why I am not represented here. And that's disaccharides also divided into again reducing sugars and non-reducing sugars, whereas in polysaccharides they are homopolysaccharides and heteropolysaccharides. Now let us discuss individually about the classification. Monosaccharides are simple sugars, cannot undergo hydrolysis, and chemically they are CH2O taken n times. And I am also represented here tabular column of some of the monosaccharides. You may please go through it. You can easily understand the tabular column. And here important point you have to remember is stereoisomers. The number of stereoisomers formed is 2 power n, and n here it is asymmetric carbon atoms, nothing but chiral centers. And here I am also represented the aldoses structures. You can go through it. And ketoses, and I am also represented where the functional group presented here. Now let us see the cyclic structure of glucose. Cyclic structure of glucose is a alpha D glucopyranose, and it is a 6-membered ring. I represented here. And beta D glucopyranoses, 5-membered ring. Now see some of the important terms in monosaccharides. Epimers are the monosaccharides differ from each other in their configuration around a single specific carbon. If you see galactose and mannose, they are differ only at C4, that's why these are called C4 epimers, galactoses. And mannoses are differ at C2, that's why they are C2 epimers. And enantiomers are the mirror images of each other. Diastereomers are represent the stereoisomers that are non-mirror images. And hemiesters, I showed here aldehydes and alcohols combined, they will give a hemiesterols, and hemiketals, ketones and alcohols combined to give a hemiketals. Let us discuss about the oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides are containing 2 to 10 monosaccharide molecules which are liberated on hydrolysis. And if you see the classification, oligosaccharides are divided into majorly disaccharides and trisaccharides. And reducing and non-reducing sugars are major focusing area for the competitive exams. That's why I am giving here one tabular column. Reducing sugars means these are the sugars which containing free aldehyde are the ketone groups, and non-reducing sugars are the does not containing any free aldehyde are the ketone groups. You can go through the classification here, disaccharides and trisaccharides. Example is raffinose, which containing galactose, glucose and fructose are the 3 monosaccharides combined to form a trisaccharide. And disaccharide containing only 2 monosaccharides, and the hydrolysis they will give you 2 monosaccharides. And these are formed by a glycosidic bond, and they are physically crystalline in nature, water soluble and sweet to taste. Here I am representing the disaccharide structures, maltose and sucrose. You can go through it. And lactose also. Lactulose is a synthetic disaccharide containing galactose and fructose. Very important these combinations. It is neither digested nor absorbed in the intestine. Used to treat the hepatic encephalopathy. Now let us discuss about the polysaccharides. Polysaccharides, also called as glycans, formed by repeated units of monosaccharides greater than 10 monosaccharide units, and polysaccharides are linear as well as the branched polysaccharides. The occurrence of the branch is polymers, polysaccharides. Glycosidic linkage can be formed at any of the hydroxyl group. And let us see the two different important classifications of polysaccharides. They are homopolysaccharides and heteropolysaccharides. I give an example along with some importances of the polysaccharides. You can please go through it, and these are very important for the competitive exams. Let us go for the homopolysaccharide structures. Here you can see starch 2 forms, and I also represent heteropolysaccharide structures. Hydrochloric acid, it is an important glycose aminoglycans. GAG, present in fluids of joints and eyes, lubricant and shock treatment in joints, also forms a gel around the worm. And here I am representing some of the applications or functions of the carbohydrates. One is they are most abundant dietary source, is all you know, and carbohydrates are precursor for many of the organic compounds, fats, amino acids, etc. And carbohydrates participated in the structure of cell membranes like glycoproteins and glycolipids, and also involved in the cellular functions such as cell growth, adhesion, and fertilization. And they are structural compounds in many organic, which includes fiber, cellulose of plant, and carbohydrates are also act as a storage for the form of energy. Glycogen example, to meet immediate energy demand on the body. Thank you.